Hello, welcome to the start of my week 4, I believe, vlog for Trick or Treat-a-thon. I'm just going to assume at this point that you know what Trick or Treat-a-thon is. If you don't, link in the description. I am currently reading My Dark Vanessa. If you watched the end of my last vlog, that's where I left off. I am currently on page 213 and I am loving this. This was a 5-star prediction for me and I still think it's going to be a 5-star. It is switching between, the past and the present with every chapter, and I am totally engrossed in both storylines. I am loving the past storyline, and I'm also loving the present storyline. They're so different because the main character is like 17 years older in like the future bit, so she's basically a completely different person. I mean, whoever you are when you're like 15, 16 is not the same person you are in your like early 30s by far. So it's really interesting to see her progression and compare those two. And I don't want to repeat my thoughts from last vlog, but I'm just really loving how the topic of, sexual abuse has been handled by this book. I think it's been done in a really honest and raw way, but while still being respectful and, not exploitative in its manner. So I am just really loving it. I can't wait to just finish it, to be honest. I really wish I could just finish it right now, but I'm actually going out soon, so I probably won't be able to read until tomorrow. I think I have like half an hour, so I think I might try and read like a little bit extra, but yeah, I'm just absolutely loving this, and I hope you are excited for the last week or so of Trick or Treat-a-thon. And if you're taking part, how many books have you read so far, etc. If you're not taking part, still let me know how many books you've read so far this month. I don't know how much I've read, I should probably know that, but I don't, and maybe 7, just 6, I don't know. But anyway, if you enjoyed this vlog, leave a like, subscribe, etc. And I will catch up with you when I have more thoughts on My Dark Vanessa. I ordered this box off an Instagram advert and it's all just like different vegan sweets. This is a 1 kilogram bag. It's really heavy with fizzy sweets, and then this one was free. It's like a chocolate bar with vegan fried eggs, which is these, and here's one of the, this is just a whole mix of different stuff. Marshmallows, these are American import because the UK Sour Patch Kids aren't vegan, but the American ones are. And then I threw these in because they were literally 10 pence, I think. Very impressed actually. I think all of this was like less than £20, including postage. Here's a peek inside the bag. Very exciting. So I literally just finished My Dark Vanessa like 30 seconds ago, and this is top 3 books of the year, along with The Bell Jar and Rebecca. Like, this has actually blew my mind. Like, it is so good. The characterization of Vanessa, like her story, who she is, like the way that she deals with her trauma, the complexities, the nuance that's involved, like the writing style itself, everything about this was just so good, like so perfect. And I feel like everyone needs to read it. Like, it's honestly, I can't even put it into words like how much I like this book. Like, when I love a book so much, I find it harder to actually describe why a lot of the time, and this is one of those cases where I'm like, it's just perfect in every way, and it like just in my heart, like in my stomach, I feel like this pit in my stomach. I'm like, oh my god, like this is such a good book. And I just like love Vanessa as a character, like who she is, like what she does because of her trauma. Like, it's just so raw and brutal and like scarily realistic, like, and it's not the ending that people want, and like she deals with that in the story. People who also faced abuse being like disgusted with the way that she's dealt with her trauma, and they can't understand that she's doing things because that's just how she's processed them. I don't know, it's so hard to put into words, but like, I don't know, I just love this book. Like, I cannot recommend this enough. Like, this is like a 6-star book. Like, it's better than 5 stars. Like, it was so good. I loved it. So today is the release date of Lana's album Blue Bannisters, and as you all know, I'm a Lana Del Rey stan, and this one's from HMV, perfect, no complaints. These ones from Universal, all 3 of them are cracked. Like, that's like a deep crack. This one's a deep crack. I think that's a scratch and that's a scratch. But like, literally all 3 of them, and all they came in was like this envelope, no padding at all, just this envelope. And I'm actually really not impressed, to be honest. I've contacted them but like this one especially, like, also please ignore my tan. Yeah, I love the album, but I'm not happy with this customer service situation. Hello, so I'm struggling to choose my next read because My Daughter Vanessa was so good that I don't want to read something that is not going to be on the same level, but I just feel like the other books on my Trick or Treadathon TBR are just not on the same level. Like, I have a Philip K. Dick one, and I'm just not going to read that. I can't be bothered. And then I have two, like, gay classics, and honestly, I'm just, like, so sick of the gay classics. Like, I actually was really enjoying making this series of videos, but all the books just, they're so similar, and I just got kind of bored of them. So I think I'm going to go for this one by Truman Capote, Other Voices, Other Rooms. But I'm just like not feeling it. And then my other one was a reread of American Psycho, but I'm also just like I liked American Psycho when I read it back in like 2017, I think it was. But I just don't know. Like, my whole physical TBR right now is just kind of boring me. Like, there's nothing on it that's like showing it to me to read, to be honest. I really want to reread Lolita, actually, after finishing My Daughter Vanessa. Like, I really want to reread Lolita because it talks about it so much, and it's like so crucial to the story. But I'm just, I feel bad doing another reread. I don't know. I just don't know what to read, to be honest. I think I'm going to go for this. I think I'll just try it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? So last night I actually never ended up reading Other Voices, Other Rooms, but I did quickly read Africa's Tarnished Name by Chinua Achebe. Sorry, I should have looked that up. Oh my god, look at my fingers. Yeah, so this is just another one of these little Penguin Moderns, and I only have 3 left that I physically own after this that I have to read. And I thought, you know, I'm just not in the mood to start a proper, you know, book, so I was like, I'll read a little short thing, and this was like a collection of speeches and essays that the author had either given or written over the course of quite a few years, actually, all about Africa and its history and its future, like his hopes for the future, his own personal stories as well. He came from Nigeria and he had to flee because of political reasons, and, you know, it was quite interesting. Like, I gave it 3 stars. It didn't blow me away or anything, but I thought that it was like an interesting collection of stories, and it was really hopeful, you know, that things can get better for Africa, and it did delve into like the history of like colonialization and stuff like that, and how it impacted Africa, and specifically Nigeria and Congo. I never know if it's the Congo or Congo, and I googled it and it says both is right, so I don't know. But yeah, it was cool. I mean, I wouldn't really say it's like a must read, but I enjoyed it. I also just watched the first episode of the Chucky TV series, and it was so good. Like, I was looking forward to it, but I kind of forgot it was coming out just because I don't really keep up with like TV shows and stuff. But I just watched the first episode and I really liked it. And also, Chucky is like a gay rights advocate. I don't want to spoil it, but the main character in the show is like a 14-year-old boy, and he's gay, like, openly, and Chucky was like all for that. I don't know, it was funny. I mean, Chucky has always been kind of like a gay rights, no, that's not right, like an LGBT type series, I guess. Like, there's a lot of those themes, you know. There was the whole non-binary child, and it's always been very sex positive as well. I don't know, it's an interesting series. I like Chucky. I like all horror series, to be honest. Like, all the classic ones, you know, Chucky, Friday the 13th, Evil Dead, Scream, my favourite, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, did I say that? Oh, Halloween. Like, I just love all of them. So yeah, I'm glad that we're getting so much new stuff, you know, like Halloween Kills just came out, and then this Chucky TV series, and then the Scream movie next year. Like, living for it. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna watch episode 2 now. I also finished American Horror Story season whatever last night, the double feature one, and no spoilers, but the ending was so incomplete. Like, it ended and I was like, okay, that's not an ending. Like, it has to continue on in a future series, I'm sure. Like, especially because all the series are like interconnected and they all exist in the same universe, and the ending of that season is like world changing. So I'm sure that it has to come up again. I don't know, I feel like it dug himself into a hole with the whole alien thing, but it was okay. Anyway, I didn't hate it. It was entertaining enough. So I'm on page 27 of Other Voices, Other Rooms by Truman Capote, and I realised I never actually told you what it's about. It is about this 13-year-old boy who his mother dies and he has to go and live with his father in Alabama. And there he meets this whole like weird side of his family that he didn't know existed. And there he also discovers he's gay, I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure that's like the point of the book. But I did actually mention that on the back. But yeah, I think that's the point. And it's okay so far. There's a lot of racist language, which, I mean, it's a classic set in the deep south. So, you know, it's kind of expected, but it's like every single page has an N-word on it. And there's also like a few like Indian stereotypes, but yeah, it's quite a lot. I got this little ring light, I think, and okay, I guess he's charged. I was like, that is not doing anything. But yeah, it's okay so far. Don't really have any thoughts. Here's a tree update. It's actually been quite a few days since I've done a tree update, so a lot of the leaves have fallen down now. And they never turn red, which I'm sad about. I actually thought I was going to go nice yellow, then nice orange, then nice red, and then fall, but you know, life doesn't always work out that way. So we have two things for agenda today. First of all, I'm going to finally carve this pumpkin. Call me old fashioned, but I really like to just a classic pumpkin face. I don't like to do anything crazy. I also don't have the skills and I don't have a printer to do templates, so even if I wanted to do something crazy, I can't really. I was maybe going to do like a Venom type face, but I don't even know how that would work. So I'm just going to do a classic pumpkin. And then also, let's talk about Other Voices, Other Rooms by Truman Capote. Today is Monday, by the way. Don't know the date. It's Monday. And yeah, so I'm on page 74, 170 for this book. And I'm struggling. Like, I'm enjoying it. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just not, like, invested enough to, like, keep reading. It's only 170 pages long, so I'm going to read it. Like, don't get me wrong. This isn't, like, me going to say, or saying that I'm going to DNF. I'm just, like, it's not hooking me. There's, like, two mysteries right now, so it's definitely got some, like, gothic horror type vibes. And there's a mystery of this, like, woman who I actually know what it is because I read the summary of this book, like, months and months and months ago when I was working at what books to read for my LGBT class videos. So I know the mystery of the woman, but then there's also like his dad, like he is here to live with his dad and his dad's family, and his dad is nowhere to be seen, and whenever he asks like where his dad is, everyone like evades the question. So I think I know what's happening with like this mystery woman that everyone is also kind of denying like her existence, pretending that she's a ghost. But I don't know what's happening to the dad. So like, you know, I am invested, I guess, a little bit, and I'm talking about it. And I'm like, okay, I definitely do want to continue on. I think I'm just, like, not in a reading mood, to be honest. I think that's probably it. It's not even a book. It's just, like, I'm not in the mood to read. So, I'm going to carve this pumpkin and watch a movie. And don't know what I'm going to watch yet, but I'm going to watch something. And I will show you my pumpkin when it's done. I just want to say I am so impressed that I managed to get this mouthpiece out in one, like, cut. Didn't break at all. I'm actually very impressed with that. Also decided to just watch BookTube instead of a movie. Okay, I can just say, obviously the mouth is not equal at all, and this bit is like almost breaking off. But considering I didn't have a template, I think that's quite cool. It's just a bit wonky. The mouth really isn't equal, but you know what? I still like him.
As soon as they heard word from the trees that the kayak was coming tonight, they fled. They're all gone. I need to leave the woodland right now.
I don't need to do anything. I'm a behemoth. Hang on a second. They show me Darcy. People, I
think it could be while she's singing and in a trance-like state, we can try and sneak past her. But
warned your ancestors, your mother's mother, her mother before that. When you lit your first fire,
A final leaf update for this vlog. The trees are looking a little bit bare now. It was really windy yesterday, which probably done it. I literally just finished Other Voices, Other Rooms like 30 seconds ago. That's by Truman Capote, and this was the most pointless book I've ever read. I'm actually so annoyed that I just wasted time reading this because it literally was pointless. Nothing happened. There was no character development. There was no anything. Like, there was two mysteries that were set up. One mystery was like, okay, what's actually wrong with his dad? And then the other one is, who is this woman in the window? And his dad literally was just sick. Like, his dad was just sick. And the woman in the window, I swear to God, I read on Wikipedia ages and ages ago that the woman in the window was actually his cousin Randolph. And then that just like wasn't explained in the book unless I missed it. Like, I feel like that is what it is, but like, I swear they never said it. But like, I'm sure that's what it was. But yeah, there was no character development, there was nothing to it. Like, I think that was such a pointless book. Sorry if you like it, but it was just stupid. So yeah, that's the last book I'm reading for this vlog. I'm annoyed that I'm ending it on a low note because, you know, My Dark Vanessa was so good. I wish I'd just reread that instead of reading this, but anyway, it's another book off the TBR, so can't be too mad about it. And I am going to check what my whole bingo board etc. is, and I will be back. So as you can see, I have done 6 out of 9 prompts. I actually probably could cover the other prompts using the books that I read from the start of the month that were audiobooks that weren't actually on my Trick or Treat-a-thon TBR, but I'm just not going to do it. I'm just going to stick with like my original TBR. So I've done 6 out of 9, and then for the bingo card, the only one I have left to do is to post a picture of my TBR. I guess I can do that. I don't think though, for the last 4 days of the month, I'm going to read any of those books. I don't know, I feel like I could read The City and the Pillar. I feel like I probably should read that actually. Saying it out loud, I'm like, okay, I'll just read that. Just to like get it out of the way so I can then make my LGBT classics video. But yeah, none of these are like jumping out to me anymore. I actually kind of want to read like an easy YA book, but we'll see what it is. Anyway, this is the end of this vlog, so if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, please subscribe. I will have one more Trick or Treat-a-thon vlog coming out next week, and then we will be done because October will be finished. I am taking part in 2 readathons in November, and I definitely plan on making at least one vlog then, but it will not be like a week-long vlog. It will be something different. I guess you can probably tell what it is if you actually watch my TBR video, which will be linked down below if you want to check it out. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and please subscribe, and I will see you next time.